Yo, M's and just did what Yandy should have done years ago. She AED him out. And I tell you, she held nothing back because while the internet was still side-eyeing Mendeecees over his messy, sneaky behavior, his own mother stepped in and said, "Let me tell y'all the real truth, baby. This ain't just drama." Full-blown gloves off exposed because according to these new receipts, Mendeecees wasn't just playing in Yandy's face. He was playing in everyone's face, and now Yandy's finally had enough of the divorce rumors. Oh, they're looking real confirmed, and if what's being said is true, sis is about to snatch everything on her way out. So what did M's own mother expose? What receipts did she bring? And most importantly, why is Yandy officially done for good? Oh baby, this tea is hotter than ever. Let's get into it, y'all. This drama just keeps getting messier by the second. So M's mom done went off on him, and let me tell you, it was not pretty. Are talking full-blown gloves off, no holds bar dragging. And if that wasn't enough, now rumors are swirling that his picture-perfect marriage with Yandy is hanging by a thread. So buckle up because we about to break this all the way down. So here's the team, Mendeecees and Yandy have been flexing that power couple. For years, they acted as if they were the model for ride-or-die partnerships. But behind closed doors, things are looking very different. And guess who just exposed it all? His own mother. Now, don't forget Mama Judy has never been the one to control her tongue, but this time she blew her son out so badly that the internet had to pause and say, wait, what? According to sources, aka the internet streets, Mama Judy has been feeling some type of way about how M's been treating her. Allegedly, she's been out here struggling while he's out here having luxury trips with Yandy playing family goals, and apparently she decided she had had enough and let it be known that she felt disrespected, unappreciated, and basically thrown to the side like an old love and hip-hop storyline. But hold on, because it gets worse. Word on the street is that this entire situation blew up after Mez allegedly refused to help his mother financially. That's right, the same man who was posting designer clothes and lavish vacations allegedly told his own mother she had to figure it out on her own. And boy, did the internet go crazy. The comment section turned into a battleground, and some people were like, he's a grown man, he doesn't owe her anything. While others were straight up saying how you treating Yandy like a queen, but got your mama out here struggling now. Let's rewind real quick because this ain't the first time M's and his mom have been at odds. Remember back when he first got out of prison and they had that little tense conversation on Love and Hip Hop. Mama Judy has been vocal about how she felt Yandy was constantly attempting to push her out of M's life. And now she's saying she's completely done with both of them, Chyla. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Yandy had to step in, and you already knew she wasn't about to sit back and let the internet drag her man. Without saying anything, she took to Instagram and wrote one of those cryptic statements about loyalty and how some people will try to pull a family apart out of spite. Now she isn't stating any names, but let's be honest, everyone knew who she was talking about. And this is when things turn. Because instead of just letting it blow over, Mom and Judy clapped back hard. She basically said Yandy was controlling, manipulative, and had Mendeecees wrapped around her little finger. And listen, she did not hold back. She even hinted that there's some trouble in paradise between M's and Yandy, and that if people truly knowing what was going on behind closed doors, they would see that everything is not as perfect as it seems. Few are y'all keeping up, because this is a lot. But oh, it gets worse because now M's baby mama just stepped into the chat and sis came with receipts, and believe me, what she said, it just added a whole new layer, adding to an already bizarre situation. Let's talk about Samantha, M's other baby mama, since you already know she wasn't going to let this occasion pass without making her opinion heard. Samantha and Yandy B have been fighting for years over co-parenting, about M's not being there for his other kids. And now she's stepping in to remind folks that she'd been saying Mez wasn't all that. Sis took to social media and dropped a few subtle jabs. You know, the kind where they act like they're just talking in general, but really they're coming for somebody specific. Yeah, one of those she posted about how some women think they won because they got the ring, but they don't realize they signed up for a lifetime of lies. Phew, that was straight for Yandy's neck, and everyone knew it. And you'll already know the blogs went crazy. The comment section was out of control. Some people were saying Samantha was merely bitter, but others claimed she was leaking truths, and maybe she is, because the timing of events doesn't add up. Yandy and N had been out here acting all joyful, but now suddenly Mama Judy and the baby mama are both shouting up. Something is not right. Right behind the scenes, and let's not forget that interview Ems did not too long ago, where he straight up admitted that if the rules were reversed, he's not sure if he would have held Yandy down the way she held him down while he was in prison, baby. When that clip resurfaced, the internet dragged him. People were calling him ungrateful, saying he never truly loved Yandy like that, and that she was out here doing wife chores for a man who wasn't even fully devoted. And now that Mama Judy is putting him on blast, it appears that his loyalty is once again called into doubt. Yandy, is this really your king? Because from where we're sitting, the foundation appears to be very shaky. And let's not forget that whenever drama like this comes out, there's always more beneath the surface. The way Mama Judy said, sis looked to have been holding this in for a minute, so if she's finally letting it all out now, meaning things must be bad behind the scenes. So now the question is, what's next? Is DC going to clap back at his mama? Is Yandy going to keep pretending everything is fine? And most importantly, are we about to see another Love and Hip Hop reunion fight over all this mess? Because baby, it is giving straight up reality TV gold. And believe me when I say this is just the beginning of the drama, because the way things are unfolding, I have a feeling we are about to see some even bigger test spill real soon. And guess what? I got all the details coming up in the next part, because baby, this situation just got even messier. And when you thought things couldn't get any messier, here comes Judy, ready to shake the entire foundation of me's and Yandy's so-called happy marriage. Because let's be honest, whenever there's drama, you can count on a reality TV mama to turn up the heat. And Judy, oh, she ain't playing, so imagine this. Judy hops on. She goes off instead of being helpful and loving like a mother. And by off, I mean the woman spilling tea as if her life depended on it. She's dropping hints about how many DCs aren't as devoted as he claims, how Yandy is out here playing house for the cameras, and don't forget the classic "I tried to warn y'all." Oh, we love a mother who suddenly remembers all the red flags after things hit the fan. Now at this point, the comments are going wild. Fans are eating this up like it's their last meal. Oh, Judy said that I knew Yandy and Mendy were fake. Judy needs her own reality show, and listen, I wouldn't be mad at it. The woman knows how to command an audience. But wait, it gets worse. Remember how Mess was out here acting like he'd die for Yandy, saying he was a changed man. According to Judy, that man is still the same Mess from the streets, just with a better wardrobe and a little social media training. Judy starts hinting that maybe, just maybe, he's been stepping out on Yandy, and baby, when I tell you the internet exploded. And here's where things go from bad to disastrous. Mendeecees, instead of closing down this disaster and standing by his wife, does what goes silent. Royalty, who stood on that reality TV stage and vowed to protect his marriage, has suddenly run out of words. And let me tell you something. When a man goes silent in the midst of allegations, it's never a good sign. Yandy, on the other hand, is out here doing what she does best, spinning the narrative. Goes on Instagram posting cryptic posts about growing and protecting your peace. But sis, the people want answers, not Instagram poetry. And just when we thought we were going to get a beautiful little PR cleanup, Judy decides she's got more to say in her next life. Judy doesn't just double down, but triples down. She straight up says that Mendeecees has been sneaking around and that Yandy knew but kept it hush-hush to maintain their brand. Heal the way my jaw hit the floor, because let's be honest, Judy may be messy, but she ain't dumb. She's been around this man her whole life. If anyone knows his true ways, it's her. At this moment, the internet is ablaze. Blogs are buzzing with articles like M's found cheating, Judy spills the beans, and Yandy covering up another scandal. Even the shade rooms and gossip sites who typically ignore Yandy are saying, yeah, girl, This isn't looking good, and let's talk about that brand for a second. Yandy and Mendeecees have made a killing off this picture-perfect love tale, the power couple, the ride-or wife, the repentant street dude become family man. It's their whole identity. So if the public finds out that it's just smoke and mirrors, oh baby, the empire crumbled, and you know how quickly the industry turns on people when the illusion fades. But just when you think we've hit the peak of the madness, here comes the real bombshell, because it's not just about cheating anymore. Now Judy is hinting at something even worse. She starts alluding to the fact that Mendeecees might have been messing with someone a little too close to home. And when I tell you, the timeline went insane. Like the streets were already hot, but after that, straight up wildfires. So now everyone is scrambling to figure out who this mystery woman is. And you know how the internet works. Once they get a little hint, they turn into full-blown detectives. The theories are flying left and right. Some say it's an ex, others say it's a close family friend, and then there are those who are confident it's someone from the love and hip-hop universe. And if that's true, a few of you already know this is about to escalate from terrible to full-fledged career-ending disaster. Talk about money, since Yandy and Mez are more than simply reality TV stars. They are a brand. They have business sponsorships and speaking engagements, and let's be honest, no firm wants to be associated with a horrible story like this. If these reports are true, they will lose a couple of sponsorship deals. That's business opportunities lost, and the perfect marriage image destroyed. But just when you think things can't get any worse, Judy makes one last game-changing revelation. She claims to have proof now. Whether she does or not is unclear, but the fact that she even claims that's enough to throw the internet into a complete meltdown. And guess who remained silent during all of this? Me. There was no post, no response, not even a weak, half-hearted denial. And if we've learned anything about public scandals, it's that silence speaks louder than words. But before we get into what happens next, and believe me, it gets even crazier, let's take a moment to process everything we've seen so far. We started with a little mother-in-law shade and are now knee-deep in potential cheating, a collapsing empire, and a scandal that could ruin multiple careers. And let me tell you, the internet is not letting this go. But hold on, because things are about to take a turn that no one saw coming. Because if you thought Judy was the only one exposing secrets, oh baby, you are not ready for what's coming next. Judy is ready to shake the entire basis of Men's and Yandy's so-called blissful marriage, because, let's be honest, whenever there's conflict, you can count on a reality TV mama to ratchet up the heat. And Judy, oh, she ain't playing. So imagine this: Judy hops on lot, and instead of keeping it charming like she goes off as a helpful, caring mother. And by off, I mean spilling tea like her life depends on it. She's dropping hints about how Ems ain't as devoted as he claims, how Yandy is out here playing house for the cameras. And let's not forget the classic "I tried to warn you all." Oh, we love a mother who suddenly remembers all the red flags after things hit the fan. Now at this point, the comments are going wild. Fans are eating this up like it's their last meal. OMG, Judy said that I knew Yandy and Mendeecees were fake. Judy needs her own reality show. And listen, I wouldn't be mad at it. The woman knows how to command an audience. But wait, it gets even worse. You know how Mendeecees was out here acting like he'd die for Yandy, saying he was a changed man. Well, according to Judy, that man is still the same man from the streets, just with a better wardrobe and a little social media training. Judy begins hinting maybe he's been walking out on Yandy. And baby, when I tell you, the internet exploded. And here's where things go from bad to straight up catastrophic. Mendeecees, instead of putting this mess down and standing by his wife, does what goes silent. Yup, the man who had so lot to say about loyalty stood on that reality TV stage and vowed to protect his marriage, suddenly ain't got no words. And let me tell you something, when a man goes silent in the middle of allegations, it's never a good sign. Yandy, on the other hand, is out here doing what she does best, trying to spin the narrative. She goes on Instagram posting mysterious remarks about progress and keeping your peace. But sis, the people want answers, not Instagram poetry. And just when we thought we'd get a beautiful little PR cleanup, Judy decides she has more to say in her next life. Judy doesn't simply double down. She triples down and declares that Mendeecees has been sneaking around and that Yandy knew but kept it hush-hush to maintain their brand. Few, the way my jaw hit the floor, because let's be honest, Judy may be messy, but she ain't dumb. She's been around this man her whole life. If anyone knows his true ways, it's her. At this point, the internet is on fire. Blogs are running with headlines like "M's caught cheating, Judy spills the tea," and "Is Yandy covering up another scandal?" Even the shade rooms and gossip sites that usually give Yandy a pass are like, "Yeah, girl, this ain't looking good." And let's talk about that brand for a second. Yandy and Men's have made it. Killing off this picture-perfect love story, the power couple, the ride-or wife, the reformed street dude turned family man. It's their whole identity. So if the world finds out that it's all smoke and mirrors, baby, the empire crumbles. And you know how quick the industry turns on people when the illusion fades. But when you think we've hit the peak of the madness, here comes the real bombshell, because it's not just about cheating anymore. Nah, Judy is hinting at something even worse. She starts alluding to the fact that Mendeecees might have been messing with someone a little too close to home. And when I tell you the timeline, like the streets were already hot, but after that, straight up wildfires. So now everyone is scrambling to figure out who this mystery woman is. And you know how the internet works. Once they get a little hint, they turn into full-fledged detectives. The theories are flying left and right. Some say it's an ex, some say it's a close family member. And then there are people who are convinced it's someone from the love and hip-hop universe. And if that's true, few of you already know this is about to move from bad to full-fledged career-ending disaster. And speaking of professions, let's talk about the money, because listen, Yandy and Mendeecees are more than just reality TV stars. They are a brand with corporate sponsorships and speaking engagements. And let's face it, no company wants to be associated with a messy incident like this. If these allegations are accurate, endorsement contracts and commercial opportunities will be lost. That's the perfect couple image shattered. But just when you think things can't possibly get any more out of control, Judy drops one final game-changing revelation. She says she's got proof now. Whether she actually does or not, who knows? But the fact that she's even saying that is enough. Drive the internet into a complete meltdown. And guess who's staying quiet through it all? Mendeecees. There was no post, no comment, not even a week of half-hearted denial. And if we've learned anything from public scandals, it's that quiet speaks louder than words. But before we get into what happens next, and believe me, it gets even crazier, let's take a moment to process everything so far, because we started with a little mother-in-law shade, and now we're knee-deep in potential cheating, a collapsing empire, and a scandal that could ruin multiple careers. And let me tell you, the internet will not let this go. But hold on, because things are about to take a turn that no one saw coming. Because if you thought Judy was the only one exposing secrets, oh baby, you are not prepared for what's coming next. And just when you thought this couldn't possibly get any more chaotic, hold on to your seats. For the story is about to deepen. Judy may have been the first to blow the whistle, but she ain't the only one carrying tea, for a mystery woman appears out of nowhere. We don't know who she is yet, at least not officially, but the internet has been working overtime to figure it out. And from what we're seeing, this ain't some random cloud-chasing side chick looking for 5 minutes of fame. Oh no, this woman, she allegedly has receipts, texts, screenshots, voicemails, and if what she's saying is true, oh, it's game over for Mendeecees. Now let's get into what she actually claims. Because few, it's a lot. So according to this mystery woman, her relationship with Mendeecees didn't just happen recently. Oh no, sis says this has been going on for years, as in before and after he got out of prison, as in while he was out here parading around with Yandy, talking about loyalty and commitment. Few, someone passed Yandy a stress ball because things aren't looking good for her. And listen, I understand that some people believe she is lying. Anyone can fake certain texts, and that is feasible. Nevertheless, if it were fraudulent, why hasn't Mesh shut it down? Why hasn't he hopped on Instagram Live, denied everything and alerted the world that this lady is nuts? But hold on, because we're not done with her. She claims she wasn't just some flint. that she was under the impression that Mies was preparing to leave Yandy for her. Oh, this dude is bold. Selling dreams to someone on the side while being a full husband in public light. That's a degree of illusion that requires an award. Now let's talk about Yandy for a second, because up to this point, she's been keeping things cute, adding her little supportive captions and pretending like this ain't. But now the pressure is on, and she has finally decided to answer. So what does she do? She releases a mysterious video, because of course she does, and in this video, she's sitting in a car looking out the window, deep in thought, while some sad dramatic music plays in the background. Sis, what is this? A movie trailer. We need words, not vibes. And then when she finally speaks, she says something like, not everything you hear is true, and not everything you see is real. Just know that I stand on love and truth, girl. What does that even mean? Are you confirming or denying it, giving us a riddle to solve? We need answers. At this time, it may be too late because the harm has already been done. The blogs have already run with the story. The fans are already clowning the sponsors. And if there's one thing companies despise, it's a scandal that causes them to appear messy by association. And you know who else is watching? The love and hip-hop producers, because let's be honest, if they weren't already planning a special sit-down episode, they certainly are now. And Mona Scotty Young is somewhere rubbing her hands together like, oh yeah, we're eating well off this one. And just when you think it can't possibly get worse, here comes Judy again, adding even more fuel to the fire, because she hops back online and instead of backtracking or apologizing, she doubles down and straight up says, I've been told y'all my son wasn't built for marriage. View now. Let's pause here for it. Second, do you understand how outrageous it is for your own mother to claim that your own flesh and blood is out here telling the world that you lack the values to be a decent husband, baby? If my own mother ever exposed me like that, I'd have to join witness protection. But here's the thing, Judy doesn't care. So why would she? She was trying to tell Yandy that this relationship was not meant to continue, and now she's simply sitting back drinking her tea, watching it all go apart exactly as she predicted. And listen, the internet is in full investigation mode, with screenshots flying. Old tapes from Love and Hip Hop are resurfacing. People are deconstructing earlier interviews, looking for any signs that this was all phony from the start. And let me tell you, they are finding some dubious things. Like, remember when Mies got put on the spot about whether he'd hold Yandy down if the roles reversed? Remember how he hesitated before saying, well, that tape is back in circulation, and baby people are drawing the connections. And speaking of connecting the dots, let's talk about the money, because remember, Yandy and Mendeecees aren't just reality TV stars. They have businesses, partnerships, and guess what? Those checks might start drying up real soon, because sponsors, oh, they don't like drama. They like clean, marketable images. And this mess right here is the opposite of that. So now the big question is what happens next, because we got Yandy in PR panic mode. M's out here moving like he's guilty. Judy, oh, she's somewhere enjoying every minute of this. But if history has taught us anything, it's that scandals like this don't just go away. In fact, they get worse before they get better. And with the way the internet is digging, we might not even have the full story yet. So let me ask you, is this the end of Yandy and M, or is there more to come? And if this mysterious woman indeed has receipts, do you think M's reputation can withstand it? Because from where I'm sitting, this ain't looking good at all, and you already know I'll be keeping my eyes on this chaotic scenario. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because babe, we're only getting started. Oh darling, this tea is boiling, and I know you've got some ideas about this mess, so let's chat about them. Is this the last straw for Yandy and M? Is their ideal marriage just a reality TV mirage, or do you believe they can genuinely survive this disaster? And let's not forget about Judy. Was she just keeping it real, or did she throw her own son under the bus for clout? And hold up, this mystery woman, if she really has receipts, do you think she's about to expose the whole truth? Or is she just another clout chaser looking for her 15 minutes of fame? The situation is a mess, and I need to know what y'all think, so drop down in the comments and let me know, because trust me, this drama is far from over. And if y'all want to stay locked in for all the latest updates, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, because baby, you do. Don't miss what's coming next. This story is unfolding, and you know I'll be back with more, so stay tuned because the drama isn't over yet.